Welcome to the very first episode of Shift Happens, your new favorite destination for everything automotive. I'm Preez, and with me is my co pilot Tyran.
Hey everyone, we're thrilled to kick off this journey with you, excited. Whether you're a car enthusiast, a casual driver, or just curious about the latest in automotive trends, we've got something for you.
Absolutely. And our first episode is a quite interesting one. We're going to kick it off with some of the latest news that's going on in the car world, what we're seeing here. We're going to explain a bit about ourselves, where we come from, who we are. Then we're going to talk about also now, in relationship to who we are, what's our ultimate three-car garage. I think that's a great thing just to share. It makes you guys, you know us a bit better in that set. We're also launching a segment, a new segment in the podcast. We're going to call it Driver's Seat. It's going to be interesting stories from our experiences driving in South Africa, as well as just all around experiences that we have. And yeah, we're going to take it from there. I think, I think with that, let's kick off with who we are. Tyron?
Hi, my name is John. I'm living in Cape Town. I used to drive a Ferrari, but
Uh,
it's a I wanted to humble myself, and I'm currently driving an I-10, working
nice,
in finance,
nice. Finance boyki.
golfing every other weekend,
You
drinking
mean
beers,
you
crashing
mean
cars,
playing Muren Sook,
playing Muren Suk.
Muren Search. So Muren Search for the English guys.
After I have a few beers in, I'm driving to qualify for F1. Hopefully, I'm racing for Red Bull sometime for all their dangerous stunts. I think I can make the cut for that.
Nice. Um, yeah. So I'm Dupria. I'm currently driving, sadly, only a Hilux. Um, I had a 370Z before it. Quite um, not very happy that I dropped that. Miss it a lot, but yeah, I'm more not in Cape Town, um, more upwards in South Africa. I'm in the northwest area.
I mean, the
Uh,
potholes there, you need to drive a Hilux.
yeah, I mean that's why I got the Hilux, because that's the only thing you can use to get over the potholes. Or I mean, these days you need to crawl through the potholes with a Hilux, so it's a bit bad. But I mean, such is life. I'm also in finance at this stage, and yeah, I enjoy it very much. And yeah, we both really like cars. We've been talking about cars for years. I mean, since we were in high school and so forth. I mean, it's not really a new thing to to one of us. Coming with that, also, we like F1, um, and really any car related stuff. We really do try to do everything. Um, and this is we're just gonna share our stories, share our love for cars to you guys, and hopefully you guys enjoy it and just chill with us every week. With that said, right, Tyron, did you see? We quickly spoke about it the other day. Um, I see that they are bringing back or still putting in some CD players. You actually told me that in a lot of Subarus. That's quite weird still, because I
I
don't
think
know
I,
anybody
I,
that uses CDs.
I think a dealership wants to bring some kind of nostalgic back to cars. Everything is so screen driven, and you get sidetracked watching your screen. Just keeping it simple, going back. I don't know. I like the retro styles interior.
I hear you. I hear you, and I agree with a lot that you said now. Um, that's just been a problem for me as well. Like you said now, with the nostalgic and retro, because the screens, they get old so fast. I mean, even looking at the Hilux, I mean, it's a 2019. That's 5 years old now this year, the Hilux. But that infotainment system is so old. Yes, it works fine, and it's like, it's not too bad. I'm not complaining, but like now the other day, I got in contact with Toyota, but I think you know this as well because I spoke to you about this as well a few times. So I got in contact with Toyota because my maps is very outdated. Like there's the other day, me and my girlfriend drove to Pretoria, and halfway to Pretoria, it just told me to take a left, right? In the middle of the highway where there's no crossing or slipway or nothing. It just said, I need to turn left. And I was like, but I can't turn left here. So it's got old roads and stuff. And I contacted Toyota. Oh, also, in the same year, right, they released uh, Apple CarPlay for the Hilux in 2019. The same exact Hilux that I have, but mine was create or built a month earlier. Now and all difference is it's a software update on the radio, and they refuse to do it. They refuse to do the update for me. So not like the dealers, the head office theater, but so yeah. So now I'm stuck here with that's my point now. So I can't use the maps on it. It has the functionality for Apple CarPlay, but I'm not allowed to do the update legally through them, and they're not allowed to do the update. So that's so stupid, and that's why I'm coming back to where you said now, the nostalgic and the retro stuff. Those stuff still works. I mean, if you look at a car that's like older than like
Like
before
my car,
2010, yeah,
exactly.
even like your car.
My
Mm.
car still has a CD player in it. It has Bluetooth, but it still has a CD player, no screen, just retro.
Yes, and that car, like you said, it still's got Bluetooth and stuff, but it can't get old. You know what I mean? So the infotainment system can't get old. The radio still, everything uses Bluetooth still, like you said. It's probably has a USB charger, right?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, you see. So that doesn't get old. I mean, my Hilux doesn't have a CD player. It has a USB port that you can use if it works. It doesn't work lacquer, but if it works, and then I mean, but like I said, so I understand that, and I think um, Subaru is doing this to keep their cars relative for longer. Um, it makes
Well,
yeah.
like Subaru just said, like if you opted for a CD player, it's free of charge. It's like it's just there if you buy a car
Oh,
from
so you
them.
don't pay extra for
You
it.
don't pay extra for it. You just like
Yeah,
I
that's
want
nice.
more, and they'll put it in for you.
Yeah, you see, that's what I'm talking about. That's nice. I like companies doing that. I like it when they give, or keep on giving to the clients like that, because even you guys can't see now, but me and Tyran is looking at a picture of a Lexus. But even the Lexus, this is a quite new picture. So it's like I think this is a 2020 model or whatever. So even if you look at Lexus's interior, right, um, that is quite old now. The infotainment system, those that maps is very very old. It doesn't work nice. You have to use something like Apple CarPlay or whatever to get around. I mean, who actually uses the maps on those infotainment systems? Actually, I don't think anybody does anymore.
Now that you mentioned the maps and stuff, and also circling back to you with the Hilux, Ferrari just said they're gonna stop updating their maps in their cars. because they can't keep up to date with it.
You
So
see, you see.
they are stopping the GPS system completely, and they are solely relying on you. That's connecting your phone and using Apple Maps or Google Maps for maps.
Yeah, yeah, precisely. Because the only manufacturer at this stage, I think, that's keeping up with updating their maps and stuff is Tesla. Because they've got that infrastructure already with updating their maps and updating the cars and stuff. So I think other than Tesla, all the other companies is not investing enough in it. And I don't blame them. I don't think they should invest. I think they should take the route that Ferrari is taking, like you said now,
Yeah,
because that's going to
but
save them money, and that's what we want to use.
yes, exactly. No, I agree with you. But now, if you look for a few models earlier, you're gonna pay so much for Ferrari, and that map is never gonna be updated.
Yeah, but not even the maps. Like the whole system is out of date. Um, the other day I looked at it's not FF. Oh man, what's the? I know the name. I'm gonna tell you now. But I was looking at Ferraris, right? On Auto Trader, like I can buy one. Um, but I was looking at some of the Ferraris and a GTC GT4s G. Oh come on, man! I can't say it. I'm gonna tell you now. Let me just get it in front of me. But actually, I was looking at Ferraris. That's like 2015 to 2019, right?
So yeah,
And their infotainment system, it looks nice, right? I'm not complaining about it. So it looks very, 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 very nice. But it's old. You can't use it anymore. They've moved away from it. Everything is screens in the Ferraris now, and I mean, what does that help you actually? So yeah, I think that's a great move from Ferrari, because they got this little screens and stuff that they put in the cars, and I don't know, it doesn't work. I don't like screens. Too much screens makes it look old quick. I think because the technology can't keep up, the updates can't keep up.
I think it's Bugatti with their new car
Mm.
that hasn't any screens on their car. It's just your gauge for your speed and stuff. No screens, nothing.
A
Keeping it
GTC 4
simple.
Lusso, that's the one, yeah. Yeah, I saw that as well. I actually wanted to talk to you about that. Was it the Bugatti? Or was it
I think it's a new Bugatti that's
a
just released
Zenvo?
now. Now I can't
But
remember his name.
I
But
looked at um I watched the Shmi 150. Do you know Shmi 150 on YouTube?
no, no.
Okay, but he's a big car YouTuber. So I watched one of his videos the other day, and he had the new Zenvos. Do you know what's a Zenvo? The car
Yes, yes.
Zenvo. So they're launching the two new ones because it was the Goodwood Festival of Speed in England now, and he got them. He's got a great relationship with Zenvo, and he got them to bring those to his storage or his storage for his cars, so he can park them there. And he had a look at them, so they don't have any infotainment system. So how it works is in the middle, on the dashboard, you just press something and like a phone holder pops up, and then you can
Okay.
put your phone in it, and your phone is the infotainment system. So then your phone you can do the maps, whatever, and it connects to the car, obviously, and then you
Yeah.
can use the music, play the music and whatever on it. So that I thought was actually quite interesting concept. um
Yeah, just keeping it simple.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like there's
That's
no
the
need
new.
for big screens in cars. Like it seems like every car that's coming out now from production as there's massive screens. Like the more screens the better. The bigger screens the better.
Yeah, I don't. That's not what I want. That's not what we want. I'd rather have a car that's just beautiful. Okay, these is on. I'm showing you the new cars now, but I can't. Okay, so um, I'm showing him just a picture of the Zenvo. What are they calling this now? The Zenvo Aurora. Okay, so in the middle, it's got nothing. Um, and then let me zoom in. So in the middle, it's got nothing, and then there's something that pops up that you can put your phone in.
It
And
almost like they took inspiration from McLaren. Like McLaren also.
yeah, yeah, and Bugatti. Yeah, it's a mix between those two at the stage now, but it's very very nice, and I think that's it's awesome. I love that. But yeah, coming back to it now. So I agree with you totally on that. I like the idea. I think Subaru should keep on doing that. I don't think they should get rid of it. It's really, really, really something. I know we're not listening to CDs, but keep the infotainment system simple. That's I think that's the message. So
Exactly. No, no, yeah. Just keep it simple. Like
keep
there's
it
no need.
simple. Yeah, there's no need to make it all complicated with all the screens and stuff. It's nice, I understand it, it looks cool for now, but in
But it's
five,
slowly.
6 years, when the new model comes out, it's old. Nobody's gonna it's gonna hurt the value of the new cars. I'm telling you that now. Second hand, it's gonna hurt the values of the cars.
No, exactly.
And hear me on this. I don't know if you think I'm crazy, but I think a whole new market is going to open up for car manufacturers to sell you the new system for your old car.
Then that's actually a great market.
Do you hear me? Do you see where I'm coming from? Because
Because
if,
most people can't afford new cars, so you're just gonna up like because the only difference from your car and a new car is basically the entertainment
infotainment,
system.
yes, yes, because a lot of new cars are just facelifts and body changes and a bit, stuff like that. So
Yes,
the internals and stuff are mostly the same. So then
the
then
pure
then I can go
dashboard.
now. I can go now, right, and buy. Um, if you look at the new Mercedes, right? Let's say
Insane.
a C63, right? AMG, all right. So C63, all right. So let's see. The new C63 costs almost 3 million rand. So 2.9. All right. Then it's a C63 Ace AMG. All right. So it's nice. It's got fancy stuff inside, but yeah, okay. This is now. I'm actually not giving a great example because I know they changed the engine a lot. But say the previous two generations, so they've changed it a lot in the interior with the infotainment system, the steering wheel, and okay. But now it's almost 3 million rand. So that's absurd. So let's say I go back to 2019. Let's go to 20. I mean, if you even look, you don't even have to go. Let's say 2017, right? Um, Looking at a C63S AMG, it's got a nice V8, twin turbocharged V8. It's a stunning car. There's nothing wrong with it. But now the infotainment system is looking old against that one. So now Mercedes can come and say, all right, that's fine. Well, it would be awesome because then I'll buy this one for 1 million rand. That's, I mean, it's less than half of a new one, and it's still just as
And I'll
fast.
pay
It sounds a lot better, and then I'll pay them like
and
fifty
then
thousand rand to put in the new system
yeah, I would
because
have
why not?
said 50 to 100,000 rand.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. You're saving
But I
so
also
much.
would like if they because the interior and trimmings is almost the same shape every time. It's just the new gadgets that's fitted in there.
Precisely, precisely. Yeah, I agree. But that's just maybe us. I don't know. There's a lot of people thinks like that, but I think that's great. That's a great idea. I think Subarus just keep on doing that, keeping it real, keeping it simple. I think that's the way to go. I also see there's a few other models that still has it as well, but other cars. But we're not gonna. It's older cars. It's not really new cars, but the new Subarus that's coming out now still has it in. But I think that's awesome. I
As
think
in
that's awesome.
like an extra, a free extra.
Yeah, free extra. But yeah, talking about three extras, the Dodge Charger. Now that I don't know if you know, right? If you can't do it anymore because you can't buy a new uh, Dodge. Yeah, you can't buy a new Dodge Charger SRT anymore. Um, or Demon, Hellcat, whatever. You can't buy it anymore. Like you
No,
can't.
I think
So
George got back like in 2019 and said, "Listen, they're gonna stop
yeah, they're gonna stop making it. So, but talking about
that."
extras, did you know if you buy it, if you buy the Demon, you only get um you only get the driver seat. You only get the driver seat in it. I'm lying. The Challenger. In the Challenger, you only get the driver seat in the Challenger. Um, and then you have to pay. I think it's $5,000 extra. I think it's either two or it's either 500, 2,000, or 5,000. I can't remember. Extra for the rest of the seats if you purchase the Demon.
That's exploitation, but explosion, not exploitation.
Ex- uh, yeah. I know what you're saying. I'm not gonna try and say it now,
We're
but I know what you're
exploiting the
saying. Ex-
exploiting,
exploitation. That's the word. I think you said it right now. So
exploiting. But you know what I mean.
I yeah, I know. I'm with you. I'm with you. No, but yeah, that's I think that's quite bad for them. But it's fun idea because it's supposed to be a truck car. You're not supposed to have passengers with you. I understand and one dot, 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 dot. But yeah, but I personally like the Dodge Challenger. I don't know if you like it.
I'm more of a demon fan. The demon Hellcat also.
Yeah, but that's
Uh,
a Dodge Challenger Demon.
oh really?
Yeah,
I'm thinking.
so
Sorry.
yeah. So okay, small image set. So
No, I like the.
so it's an awesome. I think it's an awesome car. I think
I actually
um
watched a video the other day, and the guy was he bought like a Hellcat and was like, "Damn, this car's slow." And he took it back to Dodge, and I'm like, "Ah, sorry, you've someone uploaded the wrong software into your car,
yeah.
and they just changed the software." And he was like, "Fuck, this car is fast."
But yeah, because it's very fast. It's
Just
very
because of
fast.
the simple software change.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, anyway,
because
first.
I yeah,
No, just because of the software error first, and then changed it. Uh,
yeah.
Whole other scenario.
Yes, man. I'm telling you because I watched Doc DeMiro. I don't know if you know who he is on YouTube. He does car reviews. Awesome channel. So I watched the video. They sold now the last ones. The I think it's the Dodge Demon 107. I think that's the name. Um, it's like the final edition. Um, 107. I think it's 107. Yeah, I think it's the final edition. This Doug's Demiro's video. So it's the final edition of it, and it's got like some different stuff, stitching and whatnot. But it's the fastest version as well. And he also said you can't believe how much it pulls. Um, that car, it's crazy the way it picks up speed is it's
It's
Really,
insane.
really crazy. Yeah. So, and I can think. I mean, can you imagine a brick? Because it's basically a brick, né? A heavy, heavy brick that's trying to go through the air, and it's got like a lot of power, too much power for its body. And
But that's torch for you. They were like, watch
I
this.
mean, yeah, everybody is making electric cars. They out here freaking enjoying themselves.
Like, didn't they also put an Hellcat engine in one of their vans?
Yeah, they did.
That just was insane.
Yeah, I mean
Like,
that thing.
again,
Yeah, yeah,
just
that thing moves.
it's just like, watch this. We can do this just for fun.
Yeah, yeah, like hold my beer.
Like normal Tuesday at work.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's why I've liked them the whole time, and I've liked the Dodge Challenger and Charger because
It's just bad. We're not getting as much of it in South Africa because it's too
there's
expensive.
actually it's not too I mean, it's expensive. Don't get me wrong, but it's not as bad
But
as you think.
the
There's
average South
actually
African is not gonna buy it.
yeah, no, but there is one or two for sale in South Africa, but it's like 2 million rand.
But now you
Um,
must you're gonna buy a Charger for 2 million, or you're rather gonna go buy a Ferrari or a Lambo that's older for 2 million. This is the
yeah,
mentality of people in South Africa.
yeah, I
Like I would
know,
rather
I
get
know.
because Ferrari
Mm,
and Lambo has like a fancy name, and Dodge Charger Challenger is gonna be just like what?
yeah, I hear you. I hear you. But it's a good looking car, and it's nothing fancy. I mean, but getting back to the stories, I saw, and it's been a while now. I think in 2019, they, like you said, they announced that they're gonna make them anymore, and then they announced that electric charger, Dodge Charger that's coming out, and
So
people flipped.
yeah, because they gave like people what 2019 is what 5 years time
5, yeah.
just to be like, okay,
Mm,
we're gonna deal with this. This is going to.
no,
But I don't think electric vehicles is the way of the future.
no, me neither. And you know what? Even Elon Musk said it's not the future. It's not. It can be part of the future, but it's not the ultimate future. So
No,
it's not. It doesn't need to take over everything, and and I think
but now
everybody's pushing for it now, and I think that's a problem.
the thing that's blowing my mind is electric. It should be cost saving, but it because it cannot be that expensive to manufacture an electric car because has so much less components in it, but yet the prices of the car is insane. It's you can just buy a petrol car for the same price almost.
Yeah, and I read a study the other day that says if you buy a Tesla, right, the amount of um uh oh no, I can't think of the pollution. The amount of pollution that's that that car gives, or how do you say it? The amount of pollution to just to make one Tesla. You have to equal that. To equal that, you have to buy a V8 truck, so like a F-150, Ford F-150 or whatever, and drive it for 20 to 30 years before you have the same impact on the environment as that to make that one Tesla. So,
Oh, really?
yeah, because where they mine for the lithium batteries and stuff, it's
Oh, yeah.
very, 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 very bad actually.
Disruptive for the environment and stuff.
Environment stuff. So it's actually worse. That's what the that study said. Now I don't
But
know,
now
but
they like it's like replacing like it's like replacing. I'm saying like I'm gonna stop drinking beer. I'm not drinking alcohol again, and then I'm gonna switch over to wine because it's better. It's
yeah,
it's the
it's
same concept.
it is the same. I mean, it's
You're
potato
not changing
potato.
anything really.
Yeah, I know. I think the future is going to be looking at alternative fuels. I
That
don't know
would
if you've
be
seen.
the nice
Yeah, I don't know if
option.
you've seen Porsche. Yeah, Porsche has got an alternative fuel that you just use. That's got like a net zero. Um,
That's why I haven't
that's
seen
quite
that.
cool. Yeah, so it's a while back now. I remember reading this. But basically, it's just a net zero fuel, and you can just use it with any Porsche. You don't have to have something special or something installed. It just works. Now it's still quite a bit expensive. I think it's not very um,
Well, if you can afford a
cheap at this
Porsche,
stage.
the fuel for
I mean, yeah, but I think the idea is if more people buy into it, we're gonna get it for cheaper. If you know what I mean.
yes, no, exactly.
So
Because
that's
like
that's quite cool.
petrol prices is killing us.
Yeah, it's killing us. In South Africa, it's bad. If you don't know, more than half for the listeners that don't know, more than half of the price per liter for petrol is taxes. So they are killing us with that. So yeah, but in any case, so that's quite, I think that's the future. I don't think electrifying cars is the future. I don't think, and Germany agrees. I don't know if you saw that, but Germany said they're not going to force any manufacturer to switch over to just um, electric
Electric car.
cars. Mm.
Yeah, but I like that. You can't force a manufacturer. Just shove your agenda down and be like, you're gonna make electric cars.
Yeah, and that's what some of the states in America is trying to do, and that's quite bad, I think.
Yeah, I
But yeah,
can't agree.
luckily here in South Africa, we don't have the money to buy Teslas and electric cars. so
I
so
just
we
read.
still.
I
Mm,
actually just read this afternoon. You can buy a Tesla Series 3 in South Africa. I
mm.
think it's like 560,000, but it's
Oh, that's
secondhand.
actually not. Yeah, okay, see, it's secondhand, and I
It's
don't know
secondhand.
what's the way on it.
I think it's gonna be probably a bit rough,
It might be a
but
bit rough. Yeah,
500. They said it's still cheaper than buying a new electric car.
yeah, yeah. It is. It is a lot cheaper. I mean, for that price, you can maybe work it out. But yeah, how long do you have? What's the service history stuff, and how do people help you and so on. So I don't know. I've got no idea.
But I
But
would definitely buy a
w-
Tesla 3 for that price. Like it's probably going to be in miles because it's coming over from the states.
yeah, maybe they can switch it. I don't know. Maybe they can change it.
I'm not sure, but it also depends
Yeah,
on how
I'm not sure
many
too.
miles Tesla has. But I'll opt for a Tesla.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. But with that, let's switch over to our new segment, driver's seat. Now, me and you quickly spoke about what we're going to talk about in driver's seat this week. Um, I don't know who do you want to start? Do you want to start us off, or can I start us off just with
I mean, you can start us off, meaning like we fuck around and almost find out. Find out.
exactly. Um, so just some important context. Okay, so we were 18 in high school, last year, matric, and near my house there is a crossing, a four-way crossing. But it's between houses. It's not like a main road crossing.
Yeah, it's
And
like a,
yeah, it's
a
just
quiet
a street.
street between
Yeah,
others. It's like a urban. Is it urban area?
yeah, it's just between houses. It's not like a main street or anything. And the four-way crossing had one crossing from the one side's got stop signs on each side. So if you go from the one side, you have to stop. Okay, but if you come from the other side to the crossing, that crosses that side, there were no stop signs ever. It wasn't a stop, like never. It wasn't a stop. Okay. Now I don't know if you want to go further with that one.
But I think it was in like in the morning or afternoon. Like I think we were either going to school or going to write the exam, or we just came from exam.
Yeah, something like that. Something like that. I can't remember exactly.
And one of us had a bright idea, like the one can like in South Africa we're just driving manual cars. So we had the idea like, okay, one guy steps on the manual and the other guy shift gears.
Yeah. So one is steering and working the pedals, and the other guy's just shifting the gears. And
And just like two idiots would, it doesn't ever work out
no.
because your brain is just like, the fuck is happening? And we were coming from the road that has a stop. We needed to stop.
I still
And
say
I was
no.
and I was like, this is a four-way stop in my mind. And just I was like, when we came to the in the four-way in the middle, I the car went dead. Like because
It cut
we
out.
didn't, and I was like, damn. And then also the idiots that we are, I didn't just put the car in first. We were like struggling. Who's gonna put it in first?
Yeah. Who's gonna get
Then
it going again? How are we gonna get it? Instead of one just taking over and doing it.
and then as our luck, they came two Hiluxes from each side, and they
Yeah,
didn't stop.
chasing down on us, and they didn't stop. We
We
sitting
like
there, the car's dead. We're trying to start it again, but we're stupid and can't work out who's just leave it and just one person do it. Stuck in
and
the intersection.
they are just like they are seeing us. They are just like, you fuck around and now you're gonna find out. And like keep in mind,
Yeah.
we are driving like a Atos. It's like a really small car. It isn't big. If that Hilux drove into us, we would have felt it.
Yeah.
Might have not sit here today. Yeah.
We would have felt that if that guy didn't, but he nearly missed us because we got it started eventually. Took
And
off.
then drove off.
Yeah, and they just missed us. They like just missed us, but they didn't even brake or slow down or whatever. And
And they were
we were
mad
just,
like it was our fault. Like
yeah, like how's it our fault? I mean, how is it our
like
fault?
in my mind it was a four-way stop.
But we just went over it, and yeah, we died
But
in the middle of the intersection.
that, that's why you don't fuck around with your friends.
No, no, no. Keep it safe. I must say we've not done that ever since, except when we're driving and like one of us is eating something or whatever, then somebody will just change the gears for you or so
And
on.
we're like
But
we're
just
older now.
once.
Yeah, and we're older now, so we know the concept.
Yeah, yeah, and the consequences of
The
doing it.
consequences.
But I mean, this was back like in 2016. It's a long time ago. So I
2016.
mean,
That
it's
that is a long time ago.
I mean, yeah, it's what uh, 8 years ago.
Almost 8 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we
So
just this. We just
but
want to
yeah, it
drive,
was that was a shocking experience for both of us, and
and everyone
yeah,
says just because you pass your driver's license, you can drive. No, you
yeah,
learning to drive when you
yeah.
got your
You
driver's license.
yeah, yeah, getting your driver's license means nothing, only that you studied the book and then you still need to have to learn how to drive. So in real life situations, so yeah, like you said, you're actually learning to drive only after you've gotten your driver's license.
But
Because, but
that,
man,
that's a cool memory. Like
well, yeah, it's a core memory. I mean, it's stuck in our brains, and that's why we can talk about it today. But
you were
it's
young,
fun.
you were stupid, but it was fun.
But it was very very fun. But yeah, so that's our first segment of driver's seat. We're gonna every now and then tell a story of our past or what we experienced or what we're doing or whatever, and give you guys some insights. So moving on swiftly, we got our three ultimate three car garage ready for you guys. I think it's awesome just so you guys can feel for what we like and who we are in terms of car people. So, I don't know. Do you want to go first, or do I go first? What do you want to do?
I'll go first.
Okay, all right. You
I'll
go
maybe
first. Did you
start with
send?
my. I haven't sent you a link yet. I'll send it to you,
Okay.
or you can just search it while I'm actually
Yeah. While
telling
you're
you.
saying it, let me search it while you're telling it.
I
So
think the
so
first one is
so so the three car. Let me just explain. The three car garage, right? That we're talking about is you have to be able to do everything you want to do with a car. So if you need something you can drive every day, that's going to be useful. It's something if you want to go, camping, or you want to travel a lot, or you want to whatever you want to do, drive the kids around, drive the dog around, whatever. And then the last thing is if you want something nice or whatever. So you can really choose anything in the world you want. There's no limits on this. But yeah, so you just have to be able to do the stuff you want to do. That's actually the point of the three car garage. All right. So
okay.
your
So the
first one.
first one, I think it's gonna be a
Mm,
shocker. I don't think you're gonna expect this one. But my
okay.
first one would be a. I think it's pronounced Ineos Grenadier.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. So that's actually a great choice. I didn't think even of that. Okay, okay. Um, are you
So
looking at the like the bucky one, like the truck one
no,
with
no,
the
no, no,
bed, truck bed,
no.
or
The
the
one
one
that
that's what's
it
like the
almost
old
looks like
Land
leather.
Rovers Defenders?
Yeah, yeah, like the old Land Rover Defenders.
Okay, okay. Nice
And then that
choice.
you can 4x4 with that thing. You can go camping with it. You won't struggle towing a caravan or a trailer or nothing.
Yeah, because it's very very nice for
It's
for
an
all of that. I
it's a
agree.
nice car for the wife to drive the kids around. It's safe in terms of it's big. So
Yeah, they
she
can't mess it up. Like
exactly.
it's easy to keep clean.
So that would be my first choice.
Okay, okay, that's a
Then
great choice actually. Okay, but okay, okay. Will you do long distance traveling with this or one of your other cars?
no, no. I also use this one for long distance traveling.
Okay, so if you drive like from Cape Town to Northwest area, Pretoria, whatever, you'll drive with this one. Okay,
Yes, no, exactly.
okay, awesome.
So the second one, I was in two
Yeah,
minds about it. I opted for
yeah.
the other. So the second one would be the BMW M5 CS, the new one.
The new one. The new okay, yeah, but you see it's not available on Auto Trader in South Africa. But I know what you're talking about. But
So that would be my daily.
so well, okay, that will be your
Like
daily
I'll
use.
drive that thing daily because like no one's gonna expect you to outdrive them in that.
Okay, I hear
Like
you.
pa- standing next to a Ferrari at a robot, you're gonna pull away on that thing.
You are in a straight line. You are definitely. Um,
And from robot to robot, let's say a quarter mile, that BMW is gonna win. You're gonna
yeah,
stun. You're gonna stun the Ferraris, the Lambos. You're gonna stun them. So that would be my daily.
Okay. Yeah, I think it is the fastest car that Ferrari, BMW built now, eh? Yeah, I think it's the fastest car they've built,
I
but
think it's going to like
ever.
do 0 to 100 in 1.9.
No, no, no. 3 seconds flat. But I mean, still, you're gonna drive a lot of Ferraris and stuff away because they don't even do it in 3 seconds.
And that's
They
like
do it in more than 3 seconds. So but just look at the whole package. I mean, it's a four-door
it's
big
like a
saloon
star.
car with bucket seats front
It
and
weighs.
back.
What's the weight on it? Isn't it's
It
like a ton?
weighs like it's very very heavy. I can't remember the exact weight, but it's very 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 heavy, and but a lot of people that drove it says they don't really feel that it's so heavy. It makes itself feel a lot lighter than it is, but I know it's very very heavy. But it's a nice car. I think it's an awesome pick for a daily. Um, I think it's a better pick than I have for my daily, but it's nice. It's beautiful. It's one of the best looking cars that BMW makes. That I
No,
can
exactly.
fully agree with.
Like
Um,
that thing is beautiful.
yeah, but it's just
I'll
huge, hey?
I'll sell my wife for one.
She won't be happy. She won't be happy.
Not that I have a
So,
wife. I have one. I'll sell.
I mean, yeah, it says it does the quarter mile in 10.6 seconds. It's crazy, man. But yeah, no, it's a beautiful car. It's an awesome pick. I think, it's great. But I'd rather do long distance traveling with this if you're not planning on doing off roading.
Yeah, but the Grenadier can do off roading.
Yeah, I know. But if you're not planning on doing off roading,
Yeah.
rather drive with this. I mean, it's got the space, it's got a big boot because it's a big, big car. Um, the
And
only
I was
problem I have, if it was my money, it's 5 million rand. So it's a bit expensive, but it's got the performance of 5 million rand supercars. So I mean, I get it, but just for a M5,
and the last one.
yes, the last one.
Like I think maybe you and I maybe have the same.
Do you
Maybe
think so?
I'm not sure. I think so.
Okay,
But my last pick would be Porsche GT3 RS.
GT3 RS, the new
Yeah,
one,
yeah, yeah.
or the previous version,
No, no, the new one.
the new one.
And
Okay,
that would be just for like Sunday drives, just for fun.
okay, so you'll
I
go
think,
with a GT3 RS.
yeah.
So, okay,
Even that
okay, that's
2016
actually,
model,
say again.
like even that 2016 model, like
Yeah, it's a great car. It's an awesome car.
for
I
everything you've get
like
for the price, it's not that bad.
it's no, it's actually, I think, for the price, right? You're getting a heck of a car. It's so hard to beat it. The performance for the price of that car, you can't get it because it's so freaking fast, and it's so nice to drive, and you can do a lot of stuff. It doesn't have a lot of space in it, but like
No,
for you and the wife to go and like you know do a tour in it, or drive for the weekend somewhere or whatever, I think it's a great pick. I think it's an awesome pick.
no, definitely.
And with the new one, all of the new technology and stuff that's in it, it's really beautiful. It looks great inside. It's quite modern. It's not too screen flashy. It's only got the one screen in the middle that's got Apple CarPlay and stuff. So, it's not too bad. And I mean, if you hit the track with it, you're gonna wreck everybody.
Exactly.
So that's That's freaking awesome, man. Yeah, it's a great pick. All right. So, for my three car garage, I got more or less the same ideas than you have.
Okay.
Um, I must say that. Um, I looked at the same type of stuff. So, I'm starting
You
off.
definitely you are going definitely going to opt for the older Porsche, an older Porsche. I can feel it.
Well, let's see. Let's see where we go with this. So I'm starting off. My first car, I'm gonna show it to you now,
Gonna
is
be
this one.
keeping it real.
It's this
Ah,
one.
okay.
Okay, so a
Okay.
Toyota Land Cruiser Prado, the new one that came out this year. It's gorgeous. It's the same idea as your Grenadier. It's rugged. It's big. It's got all the space. You can take it off roading. It's nice to drive long distances with. The wife can drive with it to get the kids and whatever, and you don't have to worry. It's a big car.
I
So,
actually saw
and it's got all the space.
I actually saw one the other day in Cape Town. It's actually nice.
It is. A lot of people complained about it being too boxy, but I quite like that. I like that
Also,
in rugged cars.
also America has that box shape like for years
But
now.
yes,
So it
finally
is
we getting it now.
exactly like because I like the shape of it.
Yeah, me too. And inside, it looks so freaking nice. It's so simple. It just does what it needs to do, and yeah, I can tell you, it's gonna drive like a dream as well. So I'm looking at this
No, that's not
for
bad.
my first car. It can tow the caravan. It can go the off road stuff. It can do the long distance drives. It can do everything, and it looks freaking awesome doing it as well. So that's and it's reliable. I can't go without a Toyota. It's the only thing that doesn't break. So I'm need to go with that. So I'm very, 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 very happy with that. Then my second choice. I don't think you uh, would have thought I would choose this. So it's a lot the same that you've chosen. It's the same type of idea.
I'm gonna choose an Audi.
No, no, I didn't choose an Audi, but it is like 5 times cheaper than yours. Like literally
Okay.
5 times cheaper than yours.
Opted for
So
Polo Vivo.
no, luckily not. They steal them too much here in South Africa. No, joking. So
Not joking.
okay, I'm gonna just show it to you, and then you tell me if you know what it is.
Okay. The Alfa
So
Romeo.
yes, the Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio. It's the most freaking beautiful car on the road. It's so gorgeous, and for the price, it performs just like a um a C63 AMG or a M3. It's got the same performance. It's got the looks. It's got the technology. It's quite simple inside as well. I like that about it. It's not got all of these freaking stuff that make you. No, it's got one nice screen with that can do everything, and the rest is buttons. I love buttons. Don't give me a lot of screens to press. So and it's so freaking fast for the money. So if you go secondhand, you can get them for like 700, 800,000. But
Yeah,
if you
that's not bad.
take new, you're looking at 1.2, 1.3, and you're getting a lot of car for that money. Literally a lot of car. It's got the same numbers as a C63 and an M3, and it does it beautifully. And Jeremy Clarkson said you've not owned a car until you've owned an Alfa Romeo. So taking inspiration there.
Okay.
So I don't know what you think about it, but I think it's gorgeous.
Yeah, no, I also like it.
And it's got the new updates this year. Um, that they put in it's got better lights and new technology inside and a bit different bumper and so on. So they've got some new stuff that they launched this year with everything. So it's nice. It's nice.
But Alfa isn't a bad car. I
No,
like also,
these days they're not. Uh,
like I know a
uh,
few years back, like the
yeah.
Alphas played like nothing.
Yes, but they seem like they've got it under control now, and these cars come out with brilliant V6s. So it's awesome. I love it. This is my daily, and I know it's not as fast as yours, but I mean it's still quite fast. I think it still does 0 to 60 in under um, 4 seconds, if I'm correct. Yeah, 3.9 seconds. So 4 seconds, 0 to 60. But still, it's I don't care. It's still awesome, you know.
Yeah, no, definitely.
All right. And then my last car, my
I'm
three
glad
car
we do
garage.
one.
No, 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 no. This is also it might be a bit boring. I'm sorry if it's a bit boring, but this is more realistic goals and realistic cars. I mean, we didn't
Full
go
drive
out and say no, no. We didn't go out and say freaking Pagani Zonda Riviera. That's just one of one in the world or whatever. No, it's stuff that you actually can buy. Go out and buy today. So but you actually got me on this one as well. It's a Porsche 911 GT3, specifically uh, the 2023 model and up, the new one, the 992 versions. So I actually think this is the ultimate sports car, supercar. Actually, now, I, how can you go wrong with it? I mean, how can you go wrong with it? I know it might seem a bit boring to some people, but how can you go wrong with this thing? It just kills on the track. It's awesome to look at. It's a well driving car. It's got the sound. It's got everything that you want in an awesome car. And like I said, you're gonna kill anything on the track. I mean, it's so fast.
No, exactly. No, you can't go wrong with a Porsche, especially
No,
is the GT3s.
yeah, no, you can't. I think especially when you want to buy a Porsche 911, you need to go for the GT3 Touring or the GT3 RS. You can't go for anything else. I think that is what you need to go for. That's what you need to look for. That's what you need to um, be going for. I don't think if you buy a base 911, it's still going to be fast. You know, the Carrera, it's fine. It's just nothing wrong with it. But I think
Yeah,
for you to enjoy it fully, its potential, you need to go for the GT3 or GT3 RS.
no, I 100% agree with you there.
Now, so that's my three car garage. I think we were a lot the same. We had the same ideas, um, just executed a bit differently with the cars, but we had the same ideas and the same
Yeah,
type of cars, and it's actually quite funny that it worked out. I didn't think we're gonna be. I thought you're gonna come here from the left and freaking give me something weird. So that was quite interesting.
like I should, I must be realistic,
Yeah,
but
yeah, I
I
know.
always go like for like a Koenigsegg or something like that, like the Jesco.
I mean, that's actually quite nice as well. But
But
who's
for
got
that,
for like 40, 50 million rand to put on a car?
but exactly for that, like we everyone of us need to commit tax fraud.
No, we do not endorse doing fraud. But I
I
hear what you're saying.
endorse. My name is John Smith, and I endorse tax fraud.
Oh, man. That's a good one.
Not to be associated with the rugby player or cricket player.
Oh, but yeah, I think, and with that, it wraps up the episode, the first episode of Shift Happens. And we hope you guys enjoyed it. And we will see you next
Let,
week again with some more information, more stuff,
let us
and
know.
say again.
Let us know what you think.
Yeah, please let us know what you think.
Where we can
Follow
improve.
follow our socials. It's Shift Happens on Instagram and on TikTok as well. It'll be
Just to
there.
be
The
clear,
links will be below. And listen to the podcast wherever you want to listen to it. We're on all the platforms.
I have absolutely fuck all clues about cars. I'm just winging it.
That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. But he actually knows some stuff. But yeah, so see you guys next time. Have a nice week and goodbye.